Good evening, everyone. What's up? Just ate a satisfying meal and topped it off with a measly dessert. This is Mr. Hata speaking. Previously, there was the Q&A for this channel and a couple rants, including one on Nick Jr. Today is another rant on Nickelodeon. Ugh, Nickelodeon needs to die. Nickelodeon is at the point where it is need to just close down their channel. They've been like this for 6 years and nothing has changed in any positive way or form. In fact, Nickelodeon has been getting worse and worse year after year after year. Back in 2009, all that aired was iCarly and SpongeBob and other sitcoms. Nickelodeon probably went down around 2005. Somewhere between 2005 to 2011 was when Nickelodeon died. But that's beside the point. That's just a little history in the background. Nickelodeon has been getting worse and worse year after year. It's 2015. 2015 is worse than 2014. 2014 is worse than 2013. 2013 is worse than 2012, etc. They haven't changed. All they've been doing is airing SpongeBob all day long and other sitcoms. No, that's not what a channel is supposed to be. Put SpongeBob on another channel. There was already a separate round SpongeBob a few days ago. Nickelodeon quit airing sitcoms all day. Almost nobody cares about sitcoms and them. Another problem with Nickelodeon is that they keep making shows after each show fails. Nickelodeon, stop making TV shows already. Stop it. Recently they've made Harvey Beaks, Augie and the Cockroaches, Make It Pop, and there's supposed to be a few more shows coming out in less than a year. Ugh. When is Nickelodeon gonna learn to not make any more new shows? They're bound to fail. Pretty much every show has just failed that's been made by Nickelodeon in the past 5 years or so. Heck, maybe the past 6 years or 7 years or 8 years. But Nickelodeon's is taking its turn at the wrong direction. It keeps digging itself deeper into a hole year after year after year. By now they should have realized that they've made a ton of poor choices, and yet they still haven't. Most people say that Nickelodeon is dead, which it pretty much is. But it is just as bad as Cartoon Network and Disney put together. Nickelodeon puts no effort into changing themselves at all. Nickelodeon, stop being the same all the time. Actually change a little bit. Stop airing SpongeBob and sitcoms all day long. People are tired of your schedule. People have seen that schedule for 6 years. Nobody wants to see this for even another month. People are tired of SpongeBob and sitcoms airing all day long. People want to see something new for once. Nickelodeon hasn't learned at all after failing for at least 6 years. And Nickelodeon, why on earth, every time they come up with a new TV show, it always goes on hiatus right after it comes out. Like they air it once a day, their new show, and then eventually they just quit airing it when it's on hiatus. And yet, they air SpongeBob and Fairly Odd Parents all the time. Well, Fairly Odd Parents airs much less than SpongeBob, but it airs like once a day usually. Like those are the only 2 cartoons Nickelodeon cares about. SpongeBob and Fairly Odd Parents. Those 2 shows need to stop airing. They've aired long enough where people have probably seen enough of the episodes and are just sick and tired of it. Nickelodeon's scheduling is just redundant. It's been like that for so long, to the point where people just don't even watch Nickelodeon anymore because they haven't attempted to fix what they've done. They've done so much damage to their channel that no one's gonna watch it anymore. Yeah, Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon shot themselves in the foot. It's their own fault that their channel's pretty much dead. And yeah, their bumpers suck too. Haven't seen their bumpers recently, but they probably suck just like they did last year. And why do they call themselves Nick? You're Nickelodeon, not Nick. Every time one sees the logo, it says it's Nick. Every time people are just watching the show, it says Nick. Like, you're watching SpongeBob, I'm Nick. Yeah, it just says Nick. They don't even say its whole name now. Are they getting that lazy that they don't even want to pronounce Nickelodeon anymore? What? You're calling yourselves Nick now? Wow. Nickelodeon's just really taking it down way too far. It's really jumped the shark. And it's probably going to, 2016 is going to be even worse than this year. Who knows what's going to happen in Nickelodeon? They're probably going to keep they're still making new shows after all of them is failing miserably. They haven't learned their lesson yet. It's a surprise that anybody likes any of the new shows that they've created now. It's a surprise anybody likes Ogie and Cockroaches, Harvey Beaks, Make It Pop, etc. But Nickelodeon should just quit, freaking merge with either Cartoon Network or Disney, and just go away forever. It's been a dead horse for that long. Why don't they just stop having it on TV then? Yeah, Nickelodeon has no hope at all now. They just continue to screw themselves over and over and over, year after year after year. And they don't even want to change, it seems like. It seems like they're happy the way they are. They're happy with just airing SpongeBob and sitcoms all day long, like they have been for the last 6 years. But it's not working. That's why there's barely anybody left watching Nickelodeon. Heck, a lot of people have probably quit this year watching Nickelodeon because it's just the same schedule repeated over and over and over again without it ending at all. And stop calling yourselves Nick. You're Nickelodeon. Your name is not Nick. That's an abbreviation. Your name is Nickelodeon. Stop calling yourselves Nick already. Don't be that lazy to just leave out a bunch of letters just because you want to say something that takes one syllable. Bottom line, Nickelodeon needs to end permanently. Nickelodeon has no way of getting back to normal because it hasn't been for many years. It just keeps continuing to fall and fall to the point where it has no chance of even recovering at all. Heck, it hasn't even recovered at all throughout the past years. Nickelodeon has some of the most poor scheduling ever. Their scheduling is even worse than Disney and Cartoon Network combined, which they all have poor scheduling. And PBS Kids even has better scheduling than they do. Isn't that sad? Even PBS Kids has better scheduling than you, Nickelodeon, or Nick, whatever you call yourselves these days. Well, just screw you, Nick. Screw you, Nickelodeon. You don't even belong on TV anymore. Just leave, get out of here, and don't even dare come back. That's all there's to say for this rant. See you on the next rant. Good night.